Okay, so what if I told you there's this kind of hidden AI business that's quietly making some people like two, three, even over $5,000 a week? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly what it is, and more importantly, how you could do it too. Yep, you heard me right. Over 5 grand a week. And listen, this isn't some pie in the sky futuristic idea. People are doing this right now. They're spotting viral trends, using AI to make these amazing time-lapse videos, and raking in thousands. The barrier to entry? It's completely gone. 67 million. Just let that sink in. That's how many views a single AI animated video got in just 4 weeks. It was this crazy idea of a bedroom with an aquarium for floor. I mean, it just goes to show you the absolutely insane viral potential we're dealing with here. And it's not just a one-hit wonder. Not at all. Check out a channel like Momentum Builds. It's only a few weeks old, and it's already pulling in 1 to 4 million views a day. They just jumped on this trend of making these wild AI time-lapses of stuff like epoxy floors, and wow, is it paying off big time. So let's talk money. How do all those views actually turn into cash? Well, with YouTube Shorts, you're looking at an average of, say, 20 to 30 cents for every 1,000 views. So when a channel starts getting millions of views every single day, you can see how fast that adds up to that $5,000 a week mark. And this is where it gets really mind-blowing. Before AI, to get a single animated video made, you were looking at 500, maybe $1,000 to hire a professional. Easy. But today, with the right AI setup, you can whip one up for as little as 58 cents. I mean, come on, that's a complete game changer for anyone who wants to create content. But wait, I know what you're probably thinking, and it's a huge point. So let's get into it and bust a really big myth that's floating around out there. This is the number one thing I hear. It's this rumor that's just been persistent, and honestly, it's scared a lot of people away from even trying this. The idea that as soon as you use AI, bam, you're demonetized. But is that really true? The reality? It's way, way simpler. See, YouTube doesn't really care if you use AI. They care about scam. Their rules about low-effort, copy-paste, repetitive stuff, those apply to everyone, whether you're a human or using AI. So, long story short, if you make cool, original content with AI, you're totally fine. You can get monetized. And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. You can see the proof with your own eyes. If you see a channel with a join button for memberships or a super thanks button for tips, that means they're in the YouTube Partner Program. They're making money. And you'll find these on tons of those viral AI channels. All right, so how is this all actually done? Let's break down the engine that makes this whole thing go. It's a really simple but super powerful 4-tool AI workflow. Think of it like an assembly line. First, you use ChatGPT to just brainstorm a bunch of wild, creative ideas. Then, you jump over to an AI image generator to create your before and after pictures. Next, an AI animator tool magically turns those pictures into little video clips. And finally, you stitch the whole thing together in a free editor like Clipchamp. Simple as that. So the real magic here is this thing called frame-to-frame animation. All you do is give the AI a starting picture and an ending picture. The AI is smart enough to generate all the little frames in between to make it look smooth. It's literally filling in the gaps for you. It's incredible. Let's make this super clear. Imagine you start with a picture of an empty room. That's your before. Then, you make another picture of that same room, but now it's filled with sand. That's your after. You just feed both of those to the AI animator, and boom, it creates a clip where sand magically fills the room. You just do that over and over again for each step of your crazy project. And remember that 58 cents I mentioned? Well, here's the actual math. If you use one of these popular AI animation tools, their plans break down the cost per video to practically nothing. Even with a basic starter plan, you're looking at maybe $1.40 a video. But if you go for a pro plan, that cost can plummet to just 58 cents. I mean, that is just game-changing affordability. Okay, so now you've got this pile of awesome animated clips. But how do you turn them into something that people just can't look away from? Well, that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, the secret sauce. The secret is just one word: speed. That's it. You take all of those clips you made, you drop them into your video editor, and you just speed them up 2 times, 3 times, maybe even 4 times faster. This is what transforms it from a bunch of separate clips into that awesome, super satisfying time-lapse effect that everybody loves. And this little trick, it does 2 brilliant things at once. First, obviously, it gives you that cool time-lapse vibe. But second, and this is just as important, it helps hide all the little mistakes or weird artifacts that AI animation can sometimes create. You know, those little oddities? Your brain just can't process them that fast, so they kind of disappear into the action. It's perfect. So, all of this leaves us with a really fascinating thought to end on. We've just walked through a process that makes creating really compelling video content almost free and almost instant. So as these AI tools get even better, the actual technical skill of animating, it becomes less of a big deal, right? So what's the new measure of value for a creator? Is it just the raw creativity of the idea? Is it taste? Is it just knowing what people want to see? That's the big question we're all going to have to figure out.